For most of the 20th century, military parades such as this one in Moscow's Red Square were a familiar sight to viewers around the world. They were a regular propaganda exercise during the Soviet era. Now, like the Soviet Union itself, such displays of military might are a distant memory, but they remain a distinctive chapter in the history of one of the best-known gathering places in the world, Red Square. St. Basil's, whose flamboyant domes are frequently confused with those of the nearby Kremlin, is probably Russia's best-known building. It is located at the southeast end of Red Square. Its style is a reminder of the blend of Asian and European cultures which make up the Russian personality.
Demonstration of the people of Moscow.
Remarkably, under the rule of Stalin, there were plans to demolish St. Basil's Cathedral because it was an obstacle for parades and traffic. Fortunately, it was spared, but there were other buildings that did not survive. Now, like much of Moscow, ad hoc construction is threatening to achieve what Hitler and Napoleon could not. Throughout the centre of Moscow, old buildings are being covered with netting or billboards and disappearing soon after, as developers tear down historic buildings with approval from City Hall. In their place appear luxury housing and office space, which can sell for between $20,000 and $50,000 US a square metre. I am a native of Moscow. I was born in Moscow. I am an 8th generation Muscovite. I love my city, and to be honest, it is a pity to see how we lose the features of the past. There are many interesting architectural ideas, but sometimes we see just thoughtless destruction of the old.
The 35th anniversary of the Great October Socialist Revolution is celebrated at a gala meeting of the Moscow Soviet held at the Bolshoi Theatre, the Grand Opera House.
Since early 2007, the Bolshoi Theatre has been hidden behind scaffolding and a huge advertisement for travel to Turkey. While state officials have promised that the theatre's facade and interiors will remain unchanged, a lack of public accountability and discussion has made preservationists increasingly sceptical. In the last 15 years, the historic centre of Moscow has seen colossal changes. Of course, the historic centre underwent huge changes under Stalin as well. I mean, Stalin's plan for the reconstruction of Moscow. It was a gigantic plan which changed the city completely. And in general, Moscow is now like a quilt, consisting of different reconstruction plans. One part of it influenced by one idea, a second part by another idea, etc. But right through its history, Red Square, like Moscow and its people, has had a remarkable ability to survive and preserve its culture, no matter what tyranny has been visited upon it. But the patch which is being added to the history of the city by Moscow's mayor Lutskov is too big. It is so big that it covers all other patches. It is not a quilt anymore, it is a domination of one idea. In 1990, the Kremlin and Red Square were among the very first sites in the USSR added to UNESCO's World Heritage List. Red Square will remain Moscow's heart for a long time to come.